I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. But if I have to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't you proud to beg, sweet darling? Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby? Please don't leave me, girl. Now I heard a crying man is half a man with no sense of pride. But if I have to cry to keep you, I don't mind weeping if it'll keep you by my side. Ain't you proud to beg, sweet darling? Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Madhouse Studios. This is Bobby Baby Walker here, and this is the Baby Love Music Hour. Today we're gonna discuss scales again. This time we're gonna work on the flat scales and give you some more insight on the sharp scales. We have here on the screen the flat and sharp keys. And the sharp keys, as you remember, are the last sharp. You find the key by going to the last sharp and then going a half step above the last sharp, and that will be your key. I don't recall that we went over flats that well, so the first flat key is F flat, okay, and it has one flat, okay, and to find the next flat, to place the next flat, you go up 4. In sharps, you go down 4, and in flats, you go up 4, all right? The next flat after B flat is B flat, C, D, and E flat. That's the fourth, a fourth above the next flat, the last flat. Okay, so you have B flat in the key signature here, and the key is the flat before the last. So the last flat is E flat, and the flat before that is the key, which is B flat. So that B flat has two flats in it, B flat and E flat. Okay, to find the next flat, we go down 5 from E flat. So it's E flat, D, C, B flat, and A flat. That's 5, okay? So you place the third flat on A flat, on A, which makes it A flat, and the key will be the flat before the last. The last flat is A flat, so the flat before that was E flat, so the key is E flat. I hope I'm not confusing you. Okay, so to find the placement for the next flat, what do you have to do? Right, you have to go up 4. So from A flat, we go up 4. A flat, B flat, C, and D flat. Okay? So D is where you put your next flat. And just remember that you have to count the first flat or the first note. The first note is C, A flat. So you have to count that. A flat, B flat, C, and D flat. That's 4. Okay? A lot of people will start on the next note up, but that's incorrect. You have to start on the note that that the flat is placed on. Okay? All right, so the you go up 4. Now you have 4 flats, right? The last flat was D flat, so the key is the flat before that, which is A flat. Okay? So you have to go back 1 flat to find the key. All right? Next flat, you go from D flat, you go down 5, right? Up 4, down 5, up 4, down 5. That's the way it works, okay? In sharps, it's the opposite. Down 4, up 5, down 4, up 5, okay? So, in flats, you go from D flat, down 5, D flat, C, B flat, A flat, and G flat. So G flat is where you place your flat, okay? And that puts you in the key of the flat before it, which was D flat, all right? So wherever you're coming from is where is the key, all right? So you came from D flat to G flat, so D flat is the key, all right? All right. The next flat is you have to go up 4, which is C, okay? G flat, A flat, B flat, and C. That's 4, okay? And the key is the flat before it, which is G flat, okay? Because you came from G flat, all right? And you place the flat 4 notes above it. So the key will be G flat. Okay, and the last flat is you go from C flat down to 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get it. So 5, and it's C flat, B flat, A flat, G flat, and F flat. Okay? So F flat is where you place the last flat, and the next to the last flat will be your key, which is C flat major. Okay? Now all of these majors sound basically the same, except that it's built on a different key or different note. Okay? So it will sound basically do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And each one of them would sound like that in a different register. Okay? All right. There are 7 notes to the musical alphabet, and therefore there are 7 different keys in each, 7 different major keys in majors, in sharps, and 7 major keys in flats. Okay? All right, so Vicky, can you give me the next? Okay. Here we have, that's good. That's a little bit too much. Good. Here we have what key? We have 4 flats. The last flat was D flat. So the flat before that is the key that you're in. So here, the key before D flat is A flat. So that's the key that you're in. And here are the notes of A flat. Okay? It's A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, and A flat, and then it starts all over. A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, and A flat. Okay, this is 2 octaves. An octave, remember, is 8 notes. Okay? And there's 2 of them. So this is 16 notes. All right, for these 2 octaves. All right? This particular illustration is a guitar illustration. So that's why you see these numbers down here, because it tells you what fingers to place to find those particular notes. Okay? All right. Vicky, could you give me the next? Okay. Here we have a keyboard in 2 octaves. Okay? And it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And then the next note over here, past the B, will start a new scale. All right? Each one of these black notes plays a double roll. Okay? When you're going up, it will be C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, and these are enharmonic, E, E sharp, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, B sharp is C, and then C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, E sharp, and so on. Okay? So going up, the keys are sharp, or the black keys are sharp. Coming down, they are flat. Okay, so it's B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E flat, D, D flat, C, etc. Okay? So coming down, the black keys are flat. All right? Now, I have to tell you about these 2 keys and these 2 keys. The E and the F are half steps. So they act as half steps. And you can call this E going up. You can call this F E sharp. And coming down, you can call this E F flat. Okay? And the same thing with the B and the C. Okay? Going up, you can call C the B sharp. and coming down, you can call the C, call the B a B flat, C flat, okay? All right, so each one of these notes of the scale, we're going to deal particularly now with A scale, and this holds true in all the scales, okay? We're going to work with this key of C, all right, because that's the easiest one. Okay, C, when you do C to C, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, that is a major scale, and it's also called a mode. And the mode is called the Aeolian mode. Aeolian mode. Okay? That's starting on the first degree of the major scale. This holds true in all major scales. Okay. In D, the D, which is the second degree of all of this major scale, of the C major scale, but it holds true in all major scales. This is called the Dorian mode, okay? And it's do, re, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, okay? And that's the Dorian mode. And we're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen Vito from the hit show Shake It Up with Karen and Regina that's filmed live right here at Madhouse TV. I want to thank Madhouse TV for allowing me to talk to you today about a very important organization called Mondays at Racine. Mondays at Racine provides beauty and wellness services to those undergoing chemotherapy and radiation for cancer. We have an event coming up on Monday, October 26th at the Crest Hollow Country Club called the Long Island Beauty Ball. The Long Island Beauty Ball is going to be the event of the year. I want you to come down and join us, do things like the lash bar and the lipstick lounge, and we're going to have psychics and, of course, a beer garden and wine garden. We even have a Monday Night Football for you guys. So I would love to see you there at this event. If for whatever reason you can't make it, you could always donate directly to mondaysatracine.org. But for ticket information, please go to www.longislandbeautyball.com. This organization will use the money raised at this event for the expansion of the program to other salons all over the country. So we would love to be able to treat more people and help them feel really special. So please come on down. I'll see you there. Thanks.
What are you looking for? You don't even know that. Are you on the ball list? You can't even answer. I'm asking you about it. You gotta be highly skilled. You gotta be highly skilled. You understand that?
Are you sick?
Are you well versed there? Are you very smart man? Hit me with some funny shit.
My shit's twisted.
Tell me something. Tell me
What
something.
do you have right there?
That's awesome.
Well,
That's a big.
That's nice.
You know damn well. You know damn well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's
Sir. Hey, are you interested?
Twisted
or not?
talent.
I see you got twisted.
That's twisted. That's talent. That's talent.
You see what I'm saying? You understand me? And if you can't whip out answers like that, that man is liable to during a commercial break punch your fucking mouth loose. You understand me? Time is up, sir. You understand me? You're on. You're the man. All right, give me your name now. I'm sorry.
My name is Willie.
Willie, where you working at?
We are twisted. We are awesome. Love awesome. Love it. Love it.
Can you repeat that question again?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Madhouse Studios, and this is the Bobby Baby Walker I'm Bobby Baby Walker, and this is the Baby Love Music Hour. And we're going over the modes at this particular time, the modes of music, all right? They are different scales than the major and minor scale, but they are built on the major scale. And I realize that this is a little bit dry for you, but you got to know this if you plan on, if you're, for instance, a guitarist and you want to learn how to solo, etc., etc., you have to know these, okay? All right, so we ended on the Dorian scale, which is, mode, which is the second degree of the scale, right? And it goes from D to D, all right, in the key of C. So in other words, there are no alterations. You don't sharpen it, you don't flat it, okay? It's just D, E, F, G, A, B, C, all right? And that's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re. All right? That's the Dorian mode. All right? A lot of jazz people use the Dorian mode. Okay? Dorian for soloing. Okay? And, well, actually, jazz people use all the modes for soloing. Okay, so the next mode, which is the third, is built on the third degree of the scale. It's called the Phrygian mode. Okay, and there's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi. All right. Okay, so that's the Phrygian mode, built on the third degree of the scale. The F, which is the fourth degree of the scale, it is called the Lydian mode. Whew, I'll be all right. The Lydian mode. And it sounds like this. Do, re, mi, fa, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa. Okay? Next week, I'm going to let you hear it. Next show, I'm going to let you hear it on the piano. Okay? Okay, so, and by the way, I'm using what they call movable do, which means that that may not be the exact note. I'm choosing any note of the scale and building that particular mode off of that note, okay? They call it movable do. All right, and when we get into sight reading, etc., we'll discuss that a little bit more. Okay, so the next note of the scale, right, the major scale, is the G, and the G is called the Mixolydian mode. Mixolydian mode. Okay, so it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, and then sol is where you start. Sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol. All right, and that's what it's called, the Mixolydian. So you have the Aeolian, right? The Dorian, the Phrygian, the Lydian, and the Mixolydian. All right, that's the first 5 notes of the scale. Okay. Then the next 3 notes. Okay. A is called the Aeolian mode. Not because it's A though, okay? But it's the 6th degree of the scale. And the 6th degree of the scale is the Aeolian mode. The 1st degree is called the Iolian. The 6th degree is called the Aeolian. And the 6th degree is also where the minor scale starts. Okay? So essentially you're singing in the Aeolian mode, you're singing the natural minor scale. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Okay? And that's the minor scale, the natural minor scale. The B, which is the 7th degree of the scale, is called the Locrian mode. Okay? Locrian mode. And it sounds like this. Re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Okay. Ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. All right? Again. Ti, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Ooh, gets a little high for me. What can I tell you? But that is the Locrian mode, and that's what it sounds like. Now, you guitar players out there, you can start practicing with the major scale and the modes, all right? Take one mode at a time and start soloing on it and see how it feels to you, okay? Now this particular, these modes, okay, occur in every scale, okay? So if I, excuse me, if I asked you to do it in the key of D, all right, which is 2 sharps, the same thing would hold true. D will be the Aeolian, E will be the Dorian, F sharp will be the Phrygian, G will be the Aeolian, the Lydian, A will be the Mixolydian, etc. Okay? Now, what I want you to do for homework is write out the scales and do the C scale and write out each mode, all right? And then do the same thing with the D, key of D, the key of F, and the key of G, okay? Write out all the modes of those keys, all right? Okay. I'd like to go to commercial break, and we'll be right back.
breathing under sedation or manipulation under anesthesia is a very gentle, very precise procedure to very slowly release any scar tissue that is formed as a result of a traumatic injury. Many people ask, how does this work? Will I get hurt? Will you stretch me too far? We only stretch the body part to its normal range of motion. After completing the post-MUA rehabilitation program, it's very common that our patients say to us, hey, I can play ball with my kid again. Hey, I can bowl again. Hey, I can enjoy hiking again. This is what makes it rewarding to us as practitioners.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Madhouse TV's. We are actually at the end of this particular show, and I just want to make a few announcements. The first one is that there's going to be a Veterans Day parade in the Bronx on November 7th. It's going to start at 175th Street and it's going to go to 180th North. Then we're going to turn right down to the Old Soldiers Cemetery, have a ceremony there, and then from there we'll go back to Vidalia Park and pig out. I mean, we will have beverages. And also, the next show, I'm going to go over timing on notes, reading timings, and we're going to build chords, okay? On intervals. So it should be a little more interesting. Once we start building chords, then you guys can start being more creative and creating songs, etc. Create music. I mean, not that you can't do it now, but it will help you in your endeavors, okay? Okay, so that's all I have for today. So we will see you back in 2 weeks, and we'll say hello to Renee Marie and all our friends out there, and we will be back in 2 weeks. All right, here we go. Mwah.